did actually have a topic in mind today. Oh, yeah, that's a rarity for me instead of just rambling on. And it's kind of one of those more serious kind of things, and it's been talked about quite a bit at work, at least in our engineering group, and that is the whole pro-life, pro-choice kind of discussions due to our state's legislation. And this was all brought up, and well, I think Mothman actually posted something on Instagram about it. It was recently in the news that there was an 11-year-old girl that was the victim of some piece of human trash, rapist. But the current legislation does not allow for an abortion of the child as a result of this indignity. So it's a bit of a moral dilemma, because there's no real good path either way. I mean, the one way, you're taking the life of an unborn baby, and the other way, of course, you gotta think, this girl is 11 years old. One, she's already got to deal with the trauma of being a rape victim. Two, given her age, she's not really mentally prepared for child rearing of any kind. She's not financially prepared for any of it. So if she were to carry the kid full term, the child is either A, going to be put into foster care, because she won't have the means to support it, and B, if she does have to support it, and they don't make that paid child support, then it's just going to be hard on both the mother and the kid. They're not going to have a good life either way. It's going to be a hard living. Granted, she has the choice to abort the baby and kind of put the mess behind her. That's kind of a heartless way to look at it, but is best for her mental health? I don't know. There's no real good way to discuss it, but at the end of the day, it should be able to have a choice regardless of whoever's dictating the laws or religious obligations, whatever. It should be the fall to her own choice, not to some group of dudes sitting in a Senate or government building deciding what's best for a woman's body. And this is one of those cases that illustrates that fact very well, I think. And yeah, it's an extreme circumstance, but she should have the choice to decide what to do. That's just how it is, regardless of the outcome. And she's already been through enough as it is. She doesn't need some government lackey deciding more for her that isn't really for her best concerns, I guess, or what, however you want to put that. Well, yeah. So that's my opinion. I think our current legislation should give the choice to any woman, especially in that particular situation, to have that choice whether to carry forward. Yeah, I know some of you are going to say, "Oh, yeah, it's, you know, it's a life of an individual that you're just taking away." Well, yeah, but you've got to weigh, how is the quality of life of that individual going to be? I mean, really. I mean, the foster system is not a perfect system at all. And, you know, neither is welfare, which would be highly likely that she would have to go on. You know, not to mention, you know, her parents are going to have to also support her and her child. So but that's another thing, you know, it's kind of got me a little irked as I see that happening more and more, where today's generation seem to be passing the buck of their own child care on to their parents rather than taking care of them themselves. That seems a bit irresponsible, but, you know, sign of the times, I guess. But yeah, I figure I'm opening up a whole big old can of worms, but, you know, it's out there. People don't like to talk about it because it's just one of those hard discussions. You know, same thing like religion and firearms. I mean, you've got both sides of the equation. Which I'm not going to get into today because, you know, there's really not a need. I mean, the resources are out there to weigh the opinions for yourselves. So, just got to do the research, decide, you know, what best fits you as a person, I suppose. Well, either way, yeah. Yeah, legislation should provide that choice, regardless of anything. No, yeah, anything. Leave a comment below on what you think should be, I guess, the proper course of action for Ohio's legislation. Well, it's actually not just Ohio, it's several states are like that. They have similar laws regarding the overall care of pregnancy or whatever, you know. So whatever. So, things need to change.